Chris and Shay, and we are here in the shop today. We got a shipment of some Verus Engineering stuff for 2 of the cars in the shop. And if you've been watching our channel before, you'll see we've done a lot of really structured videos that take a long time to do. Unfortunately, we don't have that much time anymore, so we're gonna do things a little bit more guerrilla style. So these might not be as polished as some of our other videos, but they'll be fun, and we're gonna try and drop some, knowledge.
We should unbox this stuff and see what we got.
Okay, let's just get the unboxing. This is like Christmas. Christmas for car guys. All right, so what do we got here? This is the front splitter for our 2015 Subaru WRX. And it might look different than what most people are used to seeing, and that's because it's 2 pieces. This is done for 2 reasons. A, shipping. You can see the box that we took this out of wasn't very big. If it was 1 piece, you'd be looking at a box about that big, so shipping would probably be 2 or 3 times
as much.
And if you happen to go off track like I sometimes do, and you break one half, it's not so bad to replace half of the splitter instead of the whole thing. So Verus Engineering does a lot of CFD analysis of all of their products, which is really important. You can put a piece of cardboard on a car and get some aerodynamic benefit from it, but actually having an analysis of the physical vehicle that it's gonna go on and figuring out how it works with other components is really important. I like that this is not so delicate or fragile that I'm worried about breaking it. I can bend it a little bit, but once it's mounted on the car, I don't think we'll have an issue with it. So what do we have over here?
Looks like we got all the mounting hardware. We got nuts, bolts. It looks like we even have some spacers there. I think we have everything we need as far as it goes of putting this on.
Even splitter rods?
Even splitter rods.
Okay.
It's pretty cool to see. I love the fact that this is super lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to a splitter, adding anything to the car, weight is always our enemy. So Verus definitely took that into consideration when designing this piece.
Yeah, and this fits within the rules of CSCS, which is what we race in. So it's easy, simple. We can bolt it onto the car and not have to think too much, and it gives us a baseline if we do want to go further and build a custom splitter with tunnels and stuff like that within the regulations. So this is actually a really cool part, and we'll definitely have a install day soon. We'll put it on the hoist, put it on the car, probably when we're removing the engine because it blew up last year. And we'll see how it goes. So that's the first thing. All right, so next box.
Now this is a little bit bigger than the splitter. Oh man. I have goosebumps, like actual goosebumps. There you go.
Dang. All right. So I think this is a shield to protect yourself from all the haters. No, this is a rear diffuser for this car. Actually, this is why we're standing in front of it. Verus Engineering has come out with, so far, the start of a full aero package. They have a front splitter that's coming out soon, which we're definitely in line to do. But this is the rear diffuser portion of the kit. Really well-designed product. Again, CFD analysis. They do all sorts of things to make sure that it works well on the car and it works as a package with the rest of the components that they sell, which I think is really important. If you want to buy something for aero or performance, it's good to know that you can add additional things later on. So we decided to go with this one, and I think this is going to look pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Definitely be doing an install video on this soon and seeing how it looks. I think it'll help in all aspects. We'll be using the car for drag racing and lapping / time attack. So I think it's gonna help with both areas there.
And again, super lightweight. Always gonna point that out. This is unbelievably light.
Yeah, it's aluminum.
And of course, you see, they've already went ahead and made sure all the cutouts, all the bolting points, mounting points are there for the diffuser as well. So again, Verus with a very beautiful product.
Hardware and brackets, all that, it's all together. You know, it should be a relatively simple, straightforward bolt-on application. They've test fitted with a lot of exhaust systems, so they say what it does and doesn't fit, which is great. It makes it easy to know before you get the product. So this is super cool. I was excited to get this in. So on to the next thing.
Alrighty.
This part here is the master cylinder brace, the brake master cylinder brace for the Supra. I've talked a lot actually about the brake pedal feel on the car is not very good with the stock brakes. It now has AP Racing 5000 big brake kit on the front, and the pedal is way better, but it still feels squishier than you would want it to feel. So I'm sure that it will help. Again, this has been tested and analyzed for stress. Moving on with that, this is the master cylinder brace. So this bolts to the structure. You mount this on and it presses against, you adjust it, presses against master cylinder. So when you push the brake pedal, the firewall doesn't flex anymore. So you get a firmer brake pedal feel. So this will be another thing that we're gonna install soon and test out on the track. Super nice CNC machine, really nice tool paths that we'll show you in some close-ups. What do you have, Shay?
I am still trying to figure out what this is.
Oh, it's the rest of the shield.
Oh,
It's the helmet.
I see. So we put this on.
It's a mask. It's a Comet mask.
More Bane-esque.
You merely adopted the darkness.
All jokes aside, kind of a weird thing, and I'm not sure if it works. The testing that Verus has done shows before and after on track, measured the rear differential temperature. And this is designed to basically act as a heat sink. So it bolts to the fins or the bottom of the rear differential, and it's designed to scoop air into the fins to make more air go across them. Well, they have a nice graph that shows you that with this product, your temperatures, you know, they get hotter sooner, but then they level off. Whereas the factory without this actually just continues to rise as you do more and more laps. So, you know, keeping your rear differential temperature lower is going to be critical if you're doing a lot of track driving with the car, which, you know, the first 2 years or whatever, year and a half that we've had the car, it's done more track miles than road miles. So, yeah, this will definitely be helpful. Again, hardware, great instructions online, you know, really, really good quality product. Stickers, so at least 5 horsepower per sticker.
And we got like 4 or 5 stickers, so
I think we're gonna be
sorry
good.
guys.
And now the last piece, which is probably the most exciting piece. All right.
Can't wait. All right, you want to grab that end of the box there? Whoa. I already see some stuff I like. This is a big wing. As you increase your speed on the track, of course, number one thing, especially with this Supra, is trying to get the rear end to stick. And sometimes it's a matter of tire, sometimes it's a matter of suspension, but in this case, we think that aero will definitely help us put down a much faster, much more consistent lap time with this car. So many pieces. Okay. Oh man. Oh.
Dang.
Wow. Let's turn it around. Jeez. Now that's gonna make one awesome carbon fiber shovel.
All right, so that took us a while. That took us a while to get everything out. But hopefully you can tell it is a rear wing. So it is, again, the Verus Engineering, what they call UCW rear wing. It is designed to work with the rear diffuser. work with the front splitter that will be releasing soon. There's a lot of wing options for this car in the market, and we discussed a lot of like what way to go. Verus has these generally ready to go, which is amazing, manufactured in the US. And I think the real like deal maker for me was their mounting was so well thought out, stiff per se. So it is really important to have bracing underneath when you mount the wing. Otherwise, the tendency is to break the outer edges if you're mounting it like that. So they have beautiful CNC machine brackets, which sit like this. But the key is underneath, they have mounting reinforcement plates. So these all mount together and sandwich the trunk. We'll show some close-up shots of this, but it is CNC contoured to the panels inside the trunk. Like it fits very, very tightly. It's just a well-designed product. The price point is pretty aggressive, I think, in terms of what you're getting for this kit. And they do make the same or similar wing. I'm not sure if they use the same cord for all of their wings, but you know, they make one for our WRX or the STI version. I think they make one for a Miata, FRS BRZ, a ton of different options. I think they have a Civic Type R option as well. So really just like top quality product for actually a really, really great price. And it's well designed, comes with carbon end plates, which most places charge as like an upsell. Pretty nice.
And it comes with the adjustability on the end plates as well. There's tons of adjustability on the wing itself and the mounting points. Really, really, really well thought out product. And again, insane for the price.
Yeah, it's gonna look great on this car and it's gonna be functional, which is super important. So
it's pretty cool. Actually, now that I see it, it even comes with the 3M gaskets for the trunk too.
Yeah, already cut.
Very, very well thought out product for these guys. Yeah, so for anybody that's not really into competition like we might be, but you still want to gain the maximum amount of performance out of your car, I also have to say that Verus priced this very, very well, so that even the guy that's just wanting to take his vehicle out on the weekend can afford something like this and have these upgrades readily available for them. So very, very impressed with this product one more time.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you own anything that's Verus Engineering? Are you familiar with the brand? If you're not, is there a part or car that they haven't worked with that maybe you'd like to see them offer stuff for? They seem to be on the ball, but maybe there's something that they're missing.